Leo, welcome to Hard Knocks Tarot. I have been getting a lot of requests for Leo, so let's just get right into it. Please remember that this is a general reading, which means it's not going to relate to every Leo out there. That's okay. You are going to relate to some of the things. Please take what doesn't relate to you and leave it, toss it aside, and save it for the next viewer, okay? It's just not for you. I explained this well when I said in another video, just because you might see signs when driving around that remind you of somebody or something that you forgot to do, doesn't mean that particular thing is going to mean anything to the next person, right? But it does to you. It's meaningful to you, and that's how tarot on YouTube should be looked at, okay? We are going to be looking at the angle of Leo at this time. Tapping into Leo energy at this time. Messages of truth, love, healing energy. Messages of truth, love, and healing energy for Leo. It's a general reading. We're going to see what Spirit wants to talk about next. This is for Leo, please. What's going on with Leo at this time? Leo, you might be messing with some legal issues. You might be having some legal issues, but more so, I'm feeling like you're tapping in. More so, I feel like you are being counseled, being watched over, and you are in a point in your life where you are really listening. You might be asking yourself, what is my next move here? As far as finances go, as far as my stability, my home life, what do I want? What do I need to do next? You're looking for an upgrade, Leo. You're looking for an upgrade, and you're looking for a more stable lifestyle, whatever that looks like for you. There's something that you have recently been enlightened about. Something that you realize you need to take a step back and take some time off to realize something about your life. And that something is you need to make something more balanced, more stable. So stability is very important on your brain right now, your money. There was a challenge in your life that forced you to be in a position where you needed to use your patience. You needed to, again, step back and look at the situation differently. You needed to tame the beast and wait. There was a volcano trying to erupt inside you. Leo, you kept that inside. You kept things flowing on an even kilter. Balance has been very important to you lately, Leo, and you've been checking yourself. You've been checking yourself quite well lately. You have been pushing aside any thoughts, any people, any situations that brought to you confusion, too much questioning, just a time waster. You're just cutting out that riffraff. You are giving to yourself, and you're giving up time to things that are important to you. You're nervous. You're nervous about something happening. You're nervous about something being found out or something being catching up to you, is what I'm hearing. Something's catching up to you somehow. Your main goal, your main focus is love, Leo. You are trying to heal a broken heart. Still, you're not over it. You have the Tower twice here. The Tower is Aries, Scorpion energy. May or may not mean anything to you, but there are a lot of cups here. You could also be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces. Leo, having to do with an ex, possibly a marriage, having to do with a commitment. There's a lot of pain here. There's a shocking realization here when it comes to this connection. You are hiding a lot of emotion right now. And you're chasing after things that might be out of your usual playground area. You're charting off to different areas of your life, you're charting on territory that you find very appealing, that you find very valuable. Leo, you might be looking at things that are youthful, things that are younger, things that are newer. I do feel a sense of a lot of regret. I do feel a sense of feeling sorry for yourself. I do feel a sense of unworthiness at this time. I do feel a sense of healing things from your past, especially if it has something to do with a relationship with children or an ex, an ex-wife, an ex-husband. You are very focused on money right now. You're very focused on how you portray yourself. I do feel like there's a little bit of, I'll do whatever it takes. I don't care if it's looked at as the wrong thing to do. As long as I get the results and it looks right to everybody else, I'm okay with it kind of energy. I do feel like you are trying to manifest this pain away by focusing on your pentacles, by focusing on you. You have a lot of hidden pain, Leo. A lot of regrets with the Five of Cups coming out twice. Or the Four of Cups and Five of Cups. Two of Cups comes out here. You might feel like all you are is a money bag to somebody. That there's not enough connection between you and somebody else that's close to you. That there's not, you're just not making the connections right. You feel like maybe, Leo, you feel like money is the answer here. It's not. The answer is you allowing yourself to be vulnerable. The answer is you owning up to your pain and not burying it. Looking at it, looking at what it is, looking at the darkness right in the eyes, and not looking away, not looking through, not looking past, not looking to the right or left, looking it in the eye. You not having the ability to do that is causing you to not see some of the beautiful opportunities that are being laid out in front of you. I do feel like you are crying a lot. I do feel like you feel stuck. I do feel like you don't know how to move forward authentically. I do feel like you've come to the point where you think, hey, I've done all I could do at this point. I'm doing all that I can do. Maybe that's true with your money at this time, but it's not, for one. And for two, it doesn't take money. This takes work internally that you are not wanting to do. I think you got a taste of that recently, of what it takes to do the work internally. You have been practicing a lot of patience lately. You have been trying to look at things differently. You have been avoiding pitfalls. You have been using self-control. You have seen and hearing all the messages that God, that Spirit is sending to you. You are receiving the information. But are you ready to use it? Spirit says no. Look, you're not ready. You're not ready to use it. I do feel like some of you feel that you are, but you're not. You're not ready. You still have a lot of work to do here. You still feel like you have been tricked. You still feel like you aren't being justified in the situation. You're still angry, but maybe it's you that needs to make things right. And I still feel like some of you are starting to realize that you hold the power in all of this, that you have the capability to turn this around. And it's going to start with you making a decision. Making a decision each time to give more than you take. To give more than you take emotionally, Leo. Not money. I'm not talking about money here. I do see pentacles. But this is not necessarily about money. This is about an equal give and take. Do you see that? You see that scale? The scale of justice. Having to do with love, Leo. Yeah. I feel like maybe you understand that you've made some pretty scummy decisions in the past, and you're dealing with maybe some karma. I do feel like you need to ask for forgiveness from yourself, at least. You need to realize that some of these things that happened in the past were your fault, but there's no excuses for it. You are not willing. You're not willing to see that part of it all. You're not willing to say to yourself, you know, that was really abusive of me, or that was, you did some bad things. Temperance comes out, yeah. Lying, cheating, stealing. I did feel some aggressive behavior here. You have a temper, Leo, that you try to keep tame. But there's a time that you didn't. You went off the handle and you fucked up. And it's something that you don't want to see. You don't want to think about. Leo, it is your turn to think outside of the box that you've created for yourself. To not allow yourself to see yourself in a particular light. You are so defensive of who you are and what you've done and this, that, and the other. You're stuck. You're stuck because you want to move forward. You feel the pull, but you won't allow the darkness to come out in order to heal. I think some of you are slowly doing that because you are starting to listen to your guides, your higher self, God, take it however you operate. And you find, you know, there's some challenges out there. That life's different now. But it kicked your ass for a minute there, that you had some debts to pay. But now is the time to clear away all of that confusion, Leo, and to live authentically, and to open up and allow other people in and not just take from them. Because I feel a real energy vampire type of feeling from you in the past, okay? I do feel like you're coming into some very cleansing, very new, very healing energy, okay? Things are going to start turning up for you, Leo. But you have to remember not to juggle too much. You have to also watch how you are spending money. Watch how you are spending time. There's something that is coming to an end for you, Leo. This is a huge step for you in life. This is a huge time in your life where you are going to, oh man, things are going to be coming at you, Leo. They're going to be testing you, okay? You're going to be tested. They're going to be tested to see if you're going to recognize these opportunities of truth, these opportunities of growth, these opportunities of new. And it's just time to shed the old way of thinking about yourself and the world and people, you know, in general. There's something here, though, that you're afraid of. You're afraid of it being, what is this? There's something in the back that is keeping you in this suspenseful mode. You just think something is going to crawl back from the past and bite you in the ass. Something that you haven't taken care of yet. It has to do with a lover. It has to do with something that happened really bad. Oh God, the Sun in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse comes out again, and the Lover's card comes out again. Leo, you might be dealing with a Gemini as well. I have Gemini, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Libra, Leo. I have all of these signs on the table right now, but it looks like you might have fucked somebody over pretty bad. You might have stolen their money. You might have fucked them over a place to live. You might have just been a real jerk and took their happiness away and just treated them like shit. You might have just broke up with them and left them in the cold. This was a choice that you made, a choice over a job or another person. But you're afraid that's going to bite you back in the ass. Yep. I do feel like you need to apologize to somebody. I do feel like you gave somebody a lot of reason to be in pain long term. You caused some long-term damage with somebody, Leo. Definitely happened when you were younger. It had something to do with a relationship, a lover. You broke up with them. I think you told them some harsh truths. Yeah, you treated this person like shit. Okay, you cheated on them. You didn't give them, you didn't show them any value. You didn't take care of them. I do feel like there was some domestic violence going on. What's the advice for Leo at this time? Today's advice for Leo. Leo, thank you for stopping in today. I would like to ask that you like this video if it resonated. Please subscribe to the channel to get more content. Fall back. Fall back. Sit down. Don't move forward. It's not the right time. Leo, you could be dealing with the Capricorn, or you could just be fighting some evil fucking forces that are trying to get you to live like you've been living before, okay? This Draco energy is trying to stop you from moving forward, is trying to stop you from waking up. But you're using your temperance. You are waking up. You're waking up to the fact that you don't need to get all fucking crazy to make big moves, to make your point, to gain, to be the winner. When it comes to love, it's not the right time. You have a lot of work to do, Leo. You don't have it all together yet to be successful in a relationship. You still are fighting what it is that you even want. You're not sure. Right now, you are creating with whatever you have left. Creating a new you. Creating a new world. A world without. Well, without double energy. This double energy is trying to make you feel like this is a never ending, that this is part of you that you cannot shake. It's not true. You do need to take off the blinders, and I believe you are, but there's a lot of issues, especially when it comes to love, that you are not seeing. You're seeing it, but you just don't want to look at it. You're seeing it. You're not in denial. You are very well aware, but you are not letting the world know that you see it or that you care about it. But you do, and you do. And you're trying hard with everything that you have to change that before you get found out. So you have some old shit to take care of. You do. You don't want to. It's a time where you acted poorly, but it's something that you need to take care of, or else this thing is going to keep nipping at your ankles. All right, that's been your read, Leo. Hope it resonated with you. Let me know if it did. Peace.